Hello, change leaders! In our previous video, Socializing the Change, we discussed the importance of having a clear, engaging vision and ensuring that our stakeholder groups are well understood, distinguishing between those that are implicated and those that are impacted. In this second phase, Embracing the Change, you and your project team will become quite busy. Now that you've awakened the giant, the impacted stakeholders, it's crucial to maintain a consistent pace and regularity in project activities. There is no turning back. Embracing the change means helping people transition from being aware of the project and its organizational changes to understanding its impact on teams and individuals. This involves gaining buy-in from those affected, addressing their concerns, and highlighting the benefits of the change. If you remember, in Module 2, we talked about some change concepts and briefly presented the change curve from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, which illustrates the 7 stages of change. Bringing change can become quite emotional, depending on how disruptive the project or initiative is. During the second phase, Embracing Change, you will be faced with wanting to know where the organization and the different stakeholder groups stand versus the announced change. If we keep it simple, you could anticipate 3 types of reactions. In one end of the spectrum, you have those that are against the change. We call them the laggers. These are individuals who are resistant to change and are often the last to adapt to new ways of working.
Are we going to do this again? It seems that every year our organization is coming up with a new project and disrupting how we work.
At the other end of the spectrum, we have the instigators. Also known as early adopters, these individuals are enthusiastic about the change and are often the first to embrace new ideas and processes. They may be tired of the current way work is being handled and anticipate positively the new solutions being presented. They are your allies. Well, it's about time. I have been waiting so long for this kind of project. I even hope my manager asks me to become a subject matter expert. I am confident I can bring a lot to this project. And the third group, right in the middle, in between those 2 groups, you have the fence-sitters, also known as pragmatists. They are the majority, and these individuals are neither strongly for nor against the change. They wait to see how the change unfolds before committing.
I'm keeping an open mind and watching how things unfold before I jump in. I'll keep on doing what I do best and see what happens.
Consider that during the Embracing the Change phase, you will need to be open-minded and adaptable. You will encounter a diverse range of individuals, some who have been with the organization for a long time and others who are relatively new. Their willingness to embrace the project's ambitions will vary, so it is essential to address their unique perspectives and concerns. Here are some tips about what you should keep an eye on during this phase. Avoid silent moments. Keep the momentum going by ensuring there are no prolonged periods of silence. This may make some of your impacted stakeholders nervous. They may believe the project is hiding something or that the project is just stopped. Don't let stakeholders write the story for you. Ensure regular connections with stakeholder groups. Maintain consistent interactions with each stakeholder group. Consider the level of impact the change will have on them. The more significant the impact, the more time you and the project team will need to prepare them for what's coming. Keep them active, as regular communication helps keep stakeholders engaged and informed. Focus on clear and consistent messaging, making sure that all communications are clear, consistent, and aligned with the overall vision. This helps prevent misunderstandings and mixed messages. Mobilize visible leadership. Ensure that leaders are visible and actively involved in the change process. This demonstrates commitment and provides a sense of stability and support. And last, activate feedback loops. Establish how you will receive feedback to capture concerns and suggestions from stakeholders. This can be done through surveys, focus groups, or one-on-one meetings. Use this feedback to adjust your approach and address any emerging issues. It's a great opportunity for your change champions to shine. To effectively help stakeholders embrace the change, consider having activities that will help in engaging stakeholders, addressing concerns, and fostering a supportive environment for the transition. Here are a few examples. First, you could continue with a new series of information sessions and workshops to help stakeholders deepen their understanding of the changes. As you progress towards the finish line, these should be tailored to address specific needs and concerns, providing practical guidance on new processes or systems. Second, Have you considered creating an ambassador program? It implies identifying and training subject matter experts and change champions within the organization who can advocate for the change and provide support to their peers. These experts and champions will help spread positive messages and counteract resistance, as they will have gotten direct information from the project team. They are your key allies. Use them well. Third, the objective here is to recognize and reward those who embrace the change positively. It's also a key moment to share success stories and quick wins to demonstrate the benefits of the change. Highlighting positive outcomes can motivate others and build confidence in the project's success. And lastly, if you created an intranet page, shared a Q&A, and more, don't forget to keep them up to date and inform the stakeholder groups of the latest information you have. It's much easier to share small pieces of information from time to time than provide a huge update where people need to absorb lots of information. If you consider all we've just discussed, it's quite an important phase. If you've noticed, we didn't specify the length of this phase. The duration depends on the type of project you are leading. For lengthy and complex projects, this phase requires close monitoring. Remember to regularly assess the progress and adjust your strategies as needed to keep stakeholders engaged and supportive.